Yes, I just realized that we did not have the the volume on until right now, so I apologize. But for all of that, no, I made a mistake on the sound. I had the mic muted. Such are the problems when when the equipment is set up in basically a common area. I don't want to have the mic on the whole time, or we'll lose it. But anyway, we're kind of into it here now. Max first picks a pack rat, which seems pretty good. I see a centaur healer.
Those Deviant Glees are actually deceptively
Is that a
amazing.
removal spell?
No, that's that first one there. It's an enchantment that gives 2/1
Is it?
and red trample.
Heroes Reunion. Is it the gain life spell?
Oh, yeah, that was a removal spell. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about Deviant Glee.
And then the rare is the uncountable counterspell.
Yeah.
For those of you in the chat, yes, this is the first draft that we were talking earlier that we missed on the coverage, but I actually missed the pre-release last week due to some illness, so we are not as familiar with some of these cards as we probably should be. I think I don't know about Gates super high, but key runes should probably be pretty high. I actually like that Defender card. The basically the rampant, not the rampant growth, but the Sylvan Ranger, whatever it has. Um, I mean, this is similar to the old Ravnica drafts, in which you can basically do whatever you want. That's the second Shred Freak I've seen come through.
Did you take the first one?
No, he's taking that one though.
You don't really take it super high.
I mean, the Recto Shred Freak seems like a card that's only as good as however many of them you can load up on.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems much better when you have two. The second one makes the first one much better, and do you know what that hybrid card is there?
5/4 vanilla.
Okay.
Well, it's hybrid 5/4, I suppose.
Looking at the, before having planned to come to the release party or the pre-release, I would fully intended to go into Rakdos, not based on thematics, but based on was that the vanilla one you said? I wanted to go to Rakdos because I thought that was probably just the best card pool in terms of trying to win it. Lots of removal, definitely the high-end black creatures at the rare and mythic spot are very strong. Is that a gate there off front?
Yeah.
I hope so. It's not a Steam.
Is a charm. I don't think that's a great card, but I mean, he's kind of committed to
Red.
Rakdos at this point.
Yeah.
What is the black card that he keeps flicking past? And for those of you in the chat, we tried desperately to set up an external monitor so that I could have a card viewer, but technology was just not working with me this week. So
That's the destroy mono collar. No, it's not. It's a
it's
creature.
an ogre jailbreaker.
Yeah, he's a defender, and if you have a gate, he loses defender, I think.
You have Defender, he can attack as though it didn't have Defender as long as you control the gate.
I'm actually really leaning towards Golgari now that I've actually seen it in play. Like before, I was
The
thinking,
green cards are good. I don't know if which is better, the green. I mean, for standard, all the cards are green, but I don't know if it's Golgari's better or Selesnya is better. But and again, I apologize to everyone where we did the brief intro early, and then realized I had the microphone turned off. So that's the kind of top notch. What is this? Is it called Tree Rot Worm? He's gonna take that black flyer.
oh,
Is that a Rector's charm?
If you guys want to use this, you can.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Can you open the door, please? That's good. That's fine. We had some technical difficulties there.
we just got some help here, Zach.
Oh. Okay. So thanks to Brandon Hart, we now have the Fat Pack book in front of us here, so we can try to help out slightly more.
That's a side note. Who buys Fat Packs?
We talked about this earlier. The box is cool. Okay, so the card is the Ogre Jailbreaker is a 4/4 defender for 4 that can attack as long as you have a gate. Is that what you all were talking about?
Yeah.
Seems fine. Not great, but is that counter? No, that's what was that card?
It's in color order.
The 5/4 hasty dude for like $1 billion.
I get the flu like once a year. Pick one pack rat, and move into Rakdos, including a Rakdos charm. Now let's see what good is that. Troll? Is that
Mm-hmm.
Lawless Troll? So that's
Yeah.
very good. I don't know what many of the cards are, but I know what that one is.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid pick, actually.
That's what the kids would call a windmill slam, isn't it?
About as close.
He didn't even look at the rest of the pack.
I'm pretty sure everyone just fell into Max's trap there.
I mean, sometimes you have to take the rare, unless you're literally
That's
just
a
drafting
cool-
that.
He's an Unleash with Regenerate.
Is that Grim Roustabout?
Yes.
Unleash, 1/1 for 2. It has Regenerate. Seems very good in this format, just as a defensive creature.
I picked him.
Is that Thrill Kill Assassin? Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
Thrill Kill Assassin.
1/2.
1/2 Death Touch Unleash. Yeah, these Unleash cards are pretty strong. But I mean, like we were talking with the Rakdos Shred Freak, those cards are only as good as the mass at which you can compile them.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, I think the Crackler's really good by himself.
Yeah.
The 1/1 Devil.
Yeah. That turns into a 2/2 if you unleash him.
And that's the Gorehouse Chainwalker, which is a 3/2 if you unleash him.
That's the second or third one in it.
That card's we talked earlier about cards that are cubable. Packrat is cubable. The 1/1 guy with Unleash is cubable. The Gorehouse is very cubable. That's his second Shred Freak, and he has passed one. So he
He's
can
probably
go.
regretting not taking the first one.
Yeah, at that point, I'm not sure how aggro he wanted to be. I don't really want to be aggro in this format from what I've seen, but you can build a pretty critical mass of.
It depends if you have a bomb to go with it.
Yeah. Oh, what's that card that he just? Spineless. What was that? A Thug. Did y'all see?
I think it was that card.
Splatter Thug.
Appreciate that. I feel like it's helpful. That's why I have it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's post-trouble.
All right, everybody, we should be back now. I apologize for this. The network connection here in the shop went down, and we just lost connectivity.
I'll message you on that.
But it looks like we picked up wireless back again.
Oh.
It's going to commercial. It's fine. Yeah, we lost wireless connectivity. We are not hardwired in here. This might be the straw that broke the camel's back in that regard. I might move that for him. That Vermin card, the other rat.
Oh, it's a 1-drop 1/1, and when it dies, you can pay a black to have an opponent discard a card, or maybe all opponents. I don't
I'm
know.
not sure how good that is, but as my wife said, the art is very cute.
No.
It is one of the cuter rats.
Good for her.
Yes, we're talking about in the chat what people went with on the release weekend or pre-release. Come on, Max.
Well, maybe we'll get this this camera fixed here in a second. There we go.
Yeah. You're more welcome to come in. I push at the store. All right, guys. I apologize. We are pretty well set. This is the 6th event that we've shown Friday Night Magic-wise. All the other 5 have been standard events. I think we have our standard technology or constructed format tournament dialed in pretty well, but this is our first draft, so there are some growing pains.
That's not bad for me.
So, for those of you who just joined us, if you just joined us, you missed multiple hitting of the camera, and we dropped the feed once, and also I forgot to turn on the mic until about 2 minutes in. So it's been a massive train wreck, so if you just joined us, you avoided all of that. But we're watching Maxx Turner draft Return to Ravnica. He is on a solid Rakdos deck at this point. Is that a Desecration Demon?
Yes.
So, like, he's not going to...
Oh
no, my
that's,
goodness.
That's rough.
So you take the Demon, I think, and hope to wield the...
Yeah.
If the Demon's just
And
better.
a charm, Jesus Christ.
No, that can't be right. Because someone will take the mono black card more than they'll take the.
Yeah.
I don't think either of them coming back, but.
The Demon just wins.
I saw 2 of the intro decks and got 2 of the Borascas.
Nice.
Nice.
I was like,
So, so that's kind of a. All right, see you later, champ. Um, yeah, so I'm still trying to get over the first pack that has both a the Hellsteed, Carnival Hellsteed, and Desecrator Demon, or whatever it is.
And the charm. I can't get it.
And Rakdos Charm. He might get the charm back. I think he will get the charm back, but I don't think he would have gotten back either of the mythics. I think in my case there, I take the Desecration Demon because it has evasion. It's basically removal because it forces in the sack.
Yeah.
But it's mono black. There will be another mono black player at the table.
Yeah, no, I absolutely.
What did he just grab there?
I think Swamp Walk Scavenge, dude.
Okay. And again, for those of you in the chat, we are having a little bit of technical difficulties with the wireless here in the shop, and due to some, we have not done as much homework as we probably could have in terms of knowing what all these cards do. So he takes the first strike, Unleash guy.
Yeah.
That guy seems really solid.
Yeah, 3-drop.
He's almost impossible to remove in combat.
Yeah.
Does Max have any? Is that a Rakdos Gate?
Yes.
Oh, that's very good, right? And what is he? What is that? Reaper / Reaper? I'm not sure what that is. If anyone in the chat would like to clarify that. We do have the book, Slum Reaper, 4/2 for 4. When it enters the battlefield, each player sacks a creature.
That's good.
So it's like the what was the zombie Fleshbag Marauder?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is that guy. Thanks for the confirmation in the chat. There have been, it seems like every pack has one of those ogre jailbreakers in it. Is that what it is?
Yes, I probably would have taken every single one. No, that was the robust dude.
Does he have any removal other than the Golgari Charm? That's a Street Spasm, right?
The Golgari Charm doesn't actually remove anything.
Oh, it just does damage.
1 damage for each creature, remove a graveyard.
So he did get a Street Spasm, which should be very interesting. Yeah, we were talking about how we probably would have taken a few more of those jailbreakers over time.
And he's passed 2 of the +4, -4s, which are really, really good.
Mm-hmm. So I didn't catch the pack that came back, but he missed the charm and he missed the Hellsteed on the way back. So somebody.
He took the Hellsteed.
Oh no, I mean the demon. So
Yeah.
none of the other 2 cards he wanted out of that pack wield. What's that Thought Flare? What does it do? Do you know?
Thought Flares.
Don't take the enchantment. Enchantments are garbage.
I'm telling you, that 1-drop black one is fantastic.
The removal one?
Yeah.
That's
No. 2/1
Pursuit of
for
Flight.
1 black.
+2/+2, and blue makes it fly. Is he going to take the land? Transguild Promenade is a functional reprint of Rupture Spire, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to pay 1 when it comes in.
Yeah, we're talking. I agree with the people in the chat discussing. I would have taken Desecration Demon in a. Like I said, I'm not as incredibly familiar with as he picks up a late Rakdos Ringleader. Not incredibly familiar with this format, but I do know that the Demon is probably a much better card than the Hellsteed, if only because it has evasion, other than the fact that it's a 6/6 for 4. So, but I mean, you live, you learn. And there you go. So Max is on a pretty solid Rakdos deck. I'm going to take a break here. I'm going to switch. I'm going to go out there and switch the camera, and then we'll watch Max build his pool, if that's fine. And then we'll be right back. I'm going to switch to the studio. Here's us. Alright guys, we're back there. I went out and switched the camera, and in the meantime told Max that the internet hates his passing of Desecration Demon, but not to rehash myself multiple times, but since we have been having some technical difficulties, my name is Zachary Evans. I'm joined by Brett Rose, and we are here tonight at Lost Legion Games and Comics in South Charleston, West Virginia, bringing you not the first, but the second ever Return to Ravnica draft at this shop. This is Pod 2 for tonight's pre-release, well, not pre-release, launch party. I don't even think it's technically called launch party anymore, but
I think that's what they're advertising it.
it is the day when everyone gets to crack open magic packs. So I've watched about, I don't know, 6 boxes just being opened and torn through without being drafted, so it's been somewhat of a dire circumstances here at the shop today as high school kids rip through cellophane and don't get the joy of drafting out of them. But we've just watched Maxx Turner drafting. He's building on the left.
Did you notice that JB had that brand new platinum grill?
He did roll in on 20-inch dubs, I know that, so maybe there is actually a little bit of drama and controversy here because our cases did not arrive at the shop today with our buy a box promos, so there's a little bit of unrest out amongst the group, but...
or any promo card for this month.
Oh, there's not even an FNM promo for this month?
I do not believe he had
What
one.
is the promo for this month? Lingering Souls was last month?
I will find out.
Use the power of the internet. And I apologize to everyone. We had planned on setting up an external monitor so I could have a card viewer here so we can highlight some of these cards that newer players might not be familiar with, myself included. But technology just did not want to agree with us today. So you see what Max is piling out there. The big hitters in his deck are his Pack 1, Pick 1, Pack Rat, which I think has some value to it. I think if it's good enough to go in my cube, I think it's probably good enough to play in this limited environment. Pack 3, he got a Carnival Hellsteed, although he passed a foil Desecration Demon, and we're considering that probably a mistake. But his several Rakdos Shred Freaks, a couple Ogre Jailbreakers, he got a Rakdos Charm, Rakdos Guildgate, and then the Street Spasm you see there. So when they are done building their decks, we will move into round 1, but for now we are watching. Alright. Oh, it's Evolving Wilds. Oh, someone in the chat has pointed that out, so.
It's very cool art.
It's a good looking card.
Very terrible.
Well, but here's the thing about a card like Evolving Wilds. Evolving Wilds shows up in almost every commander deck that runs 3 or 4 colors. It shows up in every cube. It's the kind of card that has a lot of casual appeal. I either want them to print like chase common and uncommon staples from standard, or like lower tier but still valuable.
Sure, like
Glistener Elf. Like Glistener Elf, yeah. Brett Rose, the man who loves Infect. Yeah, for those of you who just joined us, we appreciate you watching on our stream. You can find a lot of goodies of ours on YouTube. Our entire archives are available on YouTube. So if you're watching the Twitch stream, you obviously know where we are here, but everything I record gets edited and put up on our YouTube channel, so definitely check us out there. Anything you'd like to see, or comments or suggestions, feel free to put them in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to us there so you get notice anytime new content goes up. Also, if you're watching us on the Twitch stream, we appreciate your digital patronage, but if you could, please subscribe to us, or follow, I guess Twitch uses. Follow us on Twitch, and you'll again receive an email notification anytime our Twitch stream goes live. We will now switch to the studio cam, and the thing I have found, our technological limitation on the studio cam, because it is a much worse camera than the one that that I've used in the past, or that I want to use for feature area, is we have to go with this 10 frame per second rate to make sure that we don't have Chinese Kung Fu style audio delay. So my name is Zachary Evans. I'm joined by Brett Rose. we are not drafting tonight for whatever reason. We will be bringing you coverage of this evening's drafts. So Brett, I know, like I was telling you earlier, I was lamenting the fact that I was unable to attend any of the pre-release events due to flu-like symptoms. I actually missed like a Monday of work as well, so it was not like I would have much rather.
You weren't exactly playing hooky.
I would have much rather been at work on Monday than feeling the way I did. But anyway, missed pre-release, missed all the action. We actually had JB was saying 47 people here on Saturday. That's the biggest pre-release event we've ever had here. We are located in South Charleston, West Virginia, which is the state capital, but still, I think Innistrad was pushing just under 40. So people are very excited about this set. I was lamenting the fact that I would have gone Rakdos in the pre-release. You were able to attend one pre-release. I know you were also busy last week, but you were able to attend one. What guild did you choose?
Rakdos.
Oh, you also went Rakdos.
Yeah, I went 2-1 with it.
It seems like a lot of the just getting some feel for results off of Twitter and looking at not in particular the Wizards of the Coast pre-release event that they had in Seattle or in Renton on Thursday. All the 4-0 decks were Rakdos as well. It seemed like the most aggressive. It seemed like it had the most removal. Not only does that fit our specific constructed preferences, but it seems like a good solid pool.
Yeah.
That's what Max ended up in. I don't have any kind of suggestion for you regarding this format. I'm not going to pretend like I'm anywhere close to limited genius. If you want tips on how to draft this set, I would listen to the Limited Resources podcast or otherwise talk to people who know a lot more than me. But
Find Matt Elliott.
Yeah, find Matt Elliott in Charlottesville, Virginia. He was our former limited ringer, but he's now departed to the working world. But Rakdos looked like really strong in a slow, sealed environment. But in limited, I'm actually leaning towards Selesnya. Looks to be like there are a lot of really solid green and green-white mid-range guys. The Call of the Conclave, the Centaur. Is the Centaur Healer?
The Guild Mage himself just takes over.
Guild Mage is tough to beat. A lot of the Guild Mages are tough to beat. I think the Golgari Guild Mage is also pretty tough to beat.
He's stupid good.
Yeah, so there's a lot of limited power in these sets. So when I first saw it, I thought that Centaur Healer, which is the 3/3 for 3 that gains 3 life, that's a card that can very easily dominate a limited environment. And that's a common, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We do have our cheat sheet thanks to Brandon Hart, who bought a Centaur Healer is a common. Yeah, so this is something we've talked about on the podcast. I keep saying podcast, but we've talked about in the past about how I started playing this game when I was 14 years old in like 1994, I guess, and like a 3/3 for 3 was like a hill giant, like it wasn't even playable, like or it wasn't even a hill giant, like a 3/3 for 3 was perfectly fine. That was a good Magic card, and now like a 3/3 that gains you 3 life is a common.
Yeah.
These are the Guild Gates, which are like basically functional reprints of the Invasion dual lands, like Shivan Oasis. Like they're now commons. They were uncommons back then. So power creep is obviously catching up. It's interesting to see how it's going to have an effect here. But let's switch out there real quick. Were you going to say something, Brett?
I was just going to say it seems like they're printing fewer cards that just take over nowadays. Like everything's just so powerful.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, there's whether people want to admit it or not, there's a clear power creep, and the limited games that you see now are similar to constructed games 15 years ago, and it's just everything is very well balanced. I think that I couldn't even imagine trying to design sets like this, especially a set that hinges on so many gold cards, and try to make it balanced and fair. But they've done a good job on that. They've done a good job thematically too, because like I said, there's more people that have opened packs of today for this set than anything else that in the history of in the short history of the shop. So
yeah.
So people are excited about this. I'm not sure where we are in terms of the build pool time, and I'm not sure what the first round matchups are, but we will run through our obligatory advertisements. For those of you just joining us, this is something we do every Friday night. This is our first coverage of draft here at the shop, simply because we've not had. We usually do standard tournaments on Friday night, but every week, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, we go live as long as we're available on twitch.tv/ZachSellsMagic. So definitely, if you're watching, follow us on Twitch. You'll get email notifications anytime. You're fine. Anytime we go live. We do have some casual content during the week occasionally. We've done Cube Draft in the past. We're trying to line up some casual drafts and some. We're actually trying to start a weekly Legacy event during the middle of the week. I'm a big Legacy fan. We're starting to develop a small but focused, laser-focused Legacy community here. So when we do those, obviously we'll start streaming them as well. So if you follow us on Twitch, you'll get an email reminder anytime we go live. So it's definitely a tool that I use. I follow a lot of other streams as well. So definitely take advantage of that. We're also available on literally every social media network. I think I recently set up, last week set up a Facebook page, so you can contact us on Facebook at facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic. I'm on Twitter, ZachSellsMagic. We are on Twitch, ZachSellsMagic. We are on
MySpace?
We're not on MySpace.
Good, we're not creepers.
We're not creepers. There was one more I keep forgetting. Well, we're on YouTube. YouTube is youtube.com/user/ZachSellsMagic. All that information should be available right here, so in the banner. But yeah, definitely appreciate your support here while we're broadcasting live. But send us a comment, send us a tweet, comment on the videos on YouTube. We definitely appreciate that. If you have any suggestions or comments or whatnot, like I said, this is the first time that we've done any draft coverage. We seem to be getting a lot of interest. This is a new record for viewers, live viewers. We were up to 15 at one point earlier. Although I did realize that 15,000. We had 15,000 viewers, and hopefully I should be able to monetize this at some point instead of currently just losing money based on the fact that I buy the equipment and don't generate anything off of it other than a warm fuzzy. But I was talking about on Twitter this week. I didn't realize until like the middle of the week that you could mark your Twitch stream according to what game you're playing, because Twitch is normally designed for like League of Legends and Warcraft and Starcraft, so you can affiliate your stream with a certain game. But I didn't realize that you could pick Magic the Gathering as one of your Twitch affiliations. So I imagine that's where a lot of you guys have found us tonight. And while we don't claim at all to be nearly the caliber of most of the people who are probably cube drafting right now, we will probably crack wise at multiple times over the course of the next few hours. We will show you some drafts, which I don't think a lot of other people are showing right now. And then from here on forward, we will be, streaming as many events as we can at the shop just for the fun of it.
I personally promise you all to say 3 dumb things before this show's over.
Don't sell yourself short, Brent. I think you are capable of telling many more dumb things. So, I heard JB lining up rounds out there.
Do you mean to go take?
Yeah, why don't you just take a quick and see who Max is playing against. Brett's going to step out here. Looks like we've got our first round pairing. Also looks like Max is sleeving his wife's deck because he's a very kind and responsible spouse. So, for those of you, I don't know if I have the stream on here or not, but while he's doing that, the last thing I do want to remind everybody, or at least announce everybody, is that this weekend, well, not this weekend, but next weekend coming up on the 13th and 14th, it's 2012 State and Provincial Championships in West Virginia. That will be held at the Beckley Convention Center in Beckley, West Virginia. Lost Legion Games, who is our inadvertent sponsor here at the shop, they're actually organizing the event this year. We'll be at, like I said, in Beckley on Saturday. You can go to sleeveup.com for more information, but more importantly than that, even if you're not located in West Virginia, go to sleeveup.com and get information on your particular state or provincial. They'll have information regarding who the contact person is and who's organizing it. And it's a brand new standard format, should be a lot of fun. More importantly, we are going to attempt, as of right now, I have the technological means and I have initial approval. We're going to try and stream West Virginia State's next week. So Brett and I should be doing the coverage there. We're going to try to show most of that event, and barring any kind of unforeseen circumstances, that will be there. And as far as I know, that might be the only state tournament that's actually being streamed live on the internet. So for those of you who aren't participating in your own, I would encourage you to go out and play in your state tournament if you can. But if you're not playing in your state tournament, and you want to check one out, we'll be streaming next week, probably from about noon till whenever the round is over, or whenever the tournament is over. So definitely subscribe to us on Twitch, and if you're interested in that content next week, check out States. So. Yeah, for those of you, there's a comment in the chat about good choice going Selesnya. I believe this is Max's wife's deck because they were both in this draft, and I think Max is just being a dutiful husband and helping out with the sleeving. So I think she's in Selesnya. We had talked earlier about how I think Selesnya is probably a good place to be in this format, but Max has actually drafted a Rakdos deck that is pretty aggressive, and then has a high end of Carnival Hellsteed along with a Pack Rat. So a little light on removal, but pretty aggressive. So once pairings go up here, we will fire off on that. And while we're waiting for that, I will offer to everyone, apologize. I will offer to everyone that every week for the last 5 weeks we've been doing a giveaway. Brett, you're more than familiar with the giveaway. I have mailed these cards out to various people, as you'll wait and see once they start playing out there. We like to start all of our games here at the shop with a friendly game of rock, paper, scissors. So if you would like to win your own playset of these cards from Unglued, it's simple. All you got to do is create a Twitter account. If you're like Brett Rose, you create a Twitter account. That is the at
Brett Rose.
No, it's actually at the name of his best friend. So if you try to get every week, I get 2 entries to this. One is Brett with at Zach Vilianco, and one is actual Zach Vilianco at his own Twitter name. So all you have to do is come up with a Twitter name, follow me, and then in the second round tonight, I'll make a tweet about the giveaway. All you have to do is retweet that. You'll be entered to win, and next week we'll draw a random winner, and I will mail those cards to you. Steve, what's up? We're going to take a quick break here, and then we'll be back once the round starts.